What is up, boys and girls, and welcome back. It's AppleByte, like always, with some more Evolve for you guys. Now, in this episode, we're actually going to be playing as Bucket, probably my favorite support, and we have a special guest. We're going to be playing against the Wraith. The Wraith is just ridiculous. The Wraith is so good in Evolve, or at least in the beta. I know they said that she was too OP and they're going to rebalance her, but this is what the Wraith was during the beta. The Wraith was an unstoppable force of just sheer strength, and it was basically impossible for you to really catch her. Even at level 1, a Wraith could almost, like, an inexperienced team will get wiped away by level 1 Wraith. That's how powerful the Wraith is. And the Wraith, has low HP and, yada yada, but it doesn't really matter because the Wraith is that good. Anyways, our team, we have Bucket. I'm not going to go over his skills because I already did in the first Bucket video that I posted. So if you don't know Bucket's skills and want to know and want to hear about it, check out that video. We have Val, we have Markov, and I think we have Maggie as a trapper. I'm actually not sure. Right now I'm using my UAV technique to kind of look for the Wraith. Now, for me, I thought I've seen videos on the Wraith. I saw people play against it, basically I've seen videos of people playing as the Wraith and against the Wraith, and I more or less have an idea of how you're supposed to handle the Wraith. It's not like, oh, this is my first time seeing her and I have no idea what her skills are. Like, I was totally aware of everything she could do and everything, so it's not like I was in a mega disadvantage. But for me, the key point against fighting against the Wraith is you have to dome her extremely quick. At a level 3, a Wraith would just tear through your team. Like, if they use decoy plus supernova, that's 2 supernovas going off at the same time, it will destroy your team, like annihilate him, or annihilate us as a group. So it's really important for you as a hunter against the Wraith to find this Wraith as soon as you can, so that she doesn't, stage up to level 3 and basically annihilate your whole team. Now I'm putting down turrets just in the off case that, the Wraith comes by here and they get to whack her a little bit, maybe scare her off a little. But anyways, the only bad thing about using the UAV is the fact that I am now really far away from my teammates. And I was planning on using my UAV again to track the monster, but they seem to have found the monster, and the monster did scare some birds. That's really bad for the Wraith.
Wow.
Like I said, even at level 1, the Wraith is really dangerous depending on where they put the skills on. But, like 2 on decoy and 1 on supernova is enough to really, do a lot of damage, basically. We pick up a nice perk there. 35% less fuel consumption while flying. Pretty good perk. I'm looking around. Oh my god, there's a Wraith. I get pounced on. Holy crap. I was like, yeah, we got the Wraith. I popped the cloak, the team cloak. Maybe someone will come and revive me. I think we have Val as the medic, so I don't have Lazarus to not give me that strike, but that's fine. Our medic runs away, which is good. I started putting down turrets, man. These turrets do so much work. They do so much damage that if the Wraith comes by, it'll just annihilate her health. And yes, I did say her because the Wraith is a girl. That's a decoy, as you can tell. Now, the one thing I will say about Wraith is you can tell when it's a decoy and when it's not a decoy. It's a decoy when you're shooting at it, and I think it's like the hit animation, instead of being like a regular like bullet to monster animation, it's more like a smoky, like it lets off kind of like the smoke, and it allows you to know that the Wraith, that's not the Wraith, that's its clone. Now, the thing is, or the thing I hate about the Wraith, okay, we're gonna get into some Wraith discussion here as you enjoy the video, but the thing about the Wraith is that even if you are able to catch it at level 1, even if you dome it at level 1 and it's in your dome, and you're able to kind of fight it. Its decoy ability recharges extremely fast. A little bit too fast, in my opinion. You know, people might differ, but from what I could tell from my personal experience, it reloads it cools down way too fast. You know, I'm not sure how long the dome is, maybe a minute, maybe a minute and a half, maybe up to 2 minutes, but I could assure you that if the Wraith is using cloak as efficiently as it can, meaning as soon as it cools down, it's looking for opportunity to use it, you'll only see the Wraith maybe half of the battle that you have it domed. If not half of the battle, then 33 at the very least. 33 to 50% chance, or yeah, 33 to 50% time you will be spending looking at the actual Wraith. So that means the other 50 to 66% basically, you'll be either fighting its clone or looking for the Wraith that has hidden inside your own arena. So it's a really OP monster at this point, just because of the fact that, yeah, even if you dome it, even if you decide to really even if you dome it, even if you do really well to track it down, it's able to escape you with such ease. And I mean ease, like it's so easy for the Wraith to actually hit you and destroy you little by little. And not even that, it's so easy for the Wraith to reach level 3. If it really wanted to just play hide and seek until it's level 3, it could do that easily. As you can see there, he's so, and she is so fast that it's really hard to even hit her. You can see that we barely took out her armor, even though she has the tiniest armor bar out of all 3 monsters that are out so far. We barely took that out. And then aside from that, she's fighting us at level 1 right now. So imagine if at level 2, at level 3, this monster is just ridiculously strong. I have a down already. Our assault, I believe, has 2 strikes already, which means the next, oh no, it's not our assault, I think it's our support. Our support has 2 downs already, which means the next time they go down, no, I'm the support. Our trapper is already dead. They had 2 strikes already and she was killed. So that's already a big disadvantage. And
it might be good for me
luckily too. I remember this match kind of in its entirety, but
oh no.
Okay, there you go. Wraith is stage 2. Our medic, which is a friend of mine, I played with them, Shady right there, he found this cubby hole on the wall that he could fly up to and stay up there. And the monster can, even if the monster goes after our medic, it's really hard for the monster to hit him. You can see the cubby hole right there. This is exactly where he was hiding, and the Wraith, especially the Wraith, was having such a hard time hitting him because it has no real projectile weapons. It has Warp Blast, but it appears that the Wraith did not have Warp Blast at this point. So it was really hard for the Wraith to do damage there. I'm not sure if they're gonna patch that out, if they're gonna make that spot not available for the hunters to use anymore. That would make sense. I'm trying to track down the monster to see where he is, or where it is. It's down there. We can see it. It's kind of trying to sneak, but that's its clone, as you can see. And basically, we're just playing the waiting game. Right now, we have my turrets all down. Markov has set up mines around the perimeter. This is a strategy we took. Instead of being offensive, we'll let the Wraith come to us if it feels like it. It basically allows it to go to level 3 if it wishes. But as you can see there, if hunters get up kind of high against the wall, the Wraith has a really hard time attacking that player. I'm putting down turrets to do some mega damage against the Wraith. The Wraith is teleporting, it teleports so quickly, and its teleportation really just covers so much distance. As you can see there, I think our trapper is dead right there. I'm about to go down too, which isn't good. Holy crap, I go down. That's my second strike.
I'm trying to get to you.
That's my second strike.
Oh,
We're able to actually bring the Wraith down to half health, which is nice. You can see that he's replenishing armor so quickly too. It doesn't take much for the Wraith to regenerate their armor, and that really makes them able to really kind of just come in, do some quick damage, and just escape and recharge their increase their armor again, replenish it, I guess is the better word.
The cubbyhole was safe until the trapper fucked
and
up.
Our medic is doing fine. Like I said, our medic was using that cubbyhole. He's doing a really good job of just not allowing the Wraith to really get up and close and personal. And I believe our assault's still alive. Our hunter or our trapper is dead. I'm using my UAV. The monster's not going very far. He's like, you know, as you can see there, that's just the clone. That's not even the real Wraith. You can see he's blinking white, kind of like a ghost. That's how you could tell. And yeah, and okay, so back on the Wraith track, or back to discussing the Wraith and its abilities. So even if you trap it at an early enough stage where it's not doing so much damage, so much crazy damage, it'll still use decoys and stuff like that half the time, so you'll only be able to see the Wraith half the time, and the other half, or another like third, you'll probably be looking for the Wraith or trying to catch up to the Wraith, because the Wraith is still really fast. Aside from that, its supernova ability does so much damage. I remember, or I don't wanna.
He's so mad.
I remember a match that I played against the Wraith. Basically, I had full health. I had Hank's shield completely charged on me, and the Wraith seriously took me out in 3 to 5 seconds with supernova. Now that's ridiculous damage, especially for the Wraith. I know, you know, they're supposed to be a squishy, really stealthy, but you know, aside from being stealthy and sneaky and fast and all that, it's also extremely powerful. That supernova does so much damage, and aside from that, it's decoy. The decoy does so much damage on its own right. So the decoy, for those of you that don't know, the decoy is a kind of like a temporary AI. The Wraith summons its decoy, and its decoy acts as a Wraith. So if it sees monsters or wildlife, it'll attack the wildlife. If it sees hunters, it'll attack the hunters. You can also use your decoy to feed, I believe. So you could use that to really expedite the evolving process as playing as a Wraith. So, and aside from that, like I said, if you use a decoy and you have your decoy out and you use supernova yourself, you have 2 Wraiths that do supernova. And I'm not, you know, the Wraith's decoy, once it's fully leveled up, does more damage than the Wraith, I believe, because during this beta, I could have sworn, if you pay close attention to the HP of our hunters, and when a decoy it's just a regular attack, just a, you know, regular melee attack, it takes maybe a third of their health, of their total health, you know, away, and that is ridiculously powerful for just a decoy. And yeah, so super stealthy, really hard to track, really hard to just keep in focus for you to fire on. Really easy for them to level up to level 3. At level 3, they're doing ridiculous damage that even if they're squishy, even if they don't have a lot of armor, they'll just completely tear into you, and it won't even be a fair fight. Now at this point, the monster's level 3, so you know, we're hunkering down here, but in all honesty, it doesn't really do us much good, because at level 3 the monster can go after the power relay, so the monster does not have to engage us in that specific spot. So we're heading over to the power relay, probably gonna lay down as many traps and, you know, really prepare for the monster to get there, and for us to have one final exchange. Now Man, I don't know. There's a lot to say about the Wraith. I mean, like I said, it's super OP. It was definitely OP during the beta. It reminds me of the Kraken. The Kraken was also OP during the big alpha. But they rebalanced the Kraken really nicely. You know, it's as close to a 50-50 match as it could get, in my opinion. So I have complete faith that Turtle Studio will rebalance the Wraith to be less of a juggernaut.
Hit him with the slowness.
Now, as you can see there, I believe that's the real Wraith. The one down there was the decoy. You know, I didn't even stand a chance. Like, it was like 2 or 3 hits, and I went down. That was I already had 2 strikes on me, so my third down was going to be a death. Our Trapper, I'm not sure what our Trapper did all game. He was never with us, and they died, basically, before they were even able to get to us. So all we have left is our Assault and our Medic. The Assault does a pretty bad job of going after the Wraith by themselves. He should have not done that at all. He should have, the Assault really should have stayed near the Medic where he'll be able to attack the monster and get heals from our Medic. The Medic is by themselves, and you know what? I'm not going to try hyping this up. This is a game over for our Medic. The Medic has no chance of getting away with abduction, with the speed of the Wraith. It's just ridiculous. Anyways, so we got more or less pretty close to killing the Wraith. Not really, though. We took half of his HP away, even though it felt like it was toying with us the whole match. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this first look at the Wraith. More to come. Comment, subscribe, like the video, and thank you so very much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Johnny.